Administration.
Hi, how are you today?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Well, I'm doing super. I can barely hear you.
Okay, 1 second. Is that better?
No, not really.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm calling about a case 69DU-CR-123443. It's a Richard Thomas Jouppi.
Okay.
I understand that there was a filing on May 10th, order change of venue, and notice of filing of order. And that was by John E. DeSanto, the judge.
Okay.
So I'm trying to find out, is this, did he actually change the venue? Was the change of venue denied?
Let me see.
See, it was in all the newspapers that they were trying to get this change of venue, and I just happened to think of it again because I was reading the news yesterday about that Minneapolis SWAT team officer who was convicted of felony assault. So they did an update on that story, and it mentioned Richard Jouppi's lawyer, Mr. Bruno. So it just triggered my mind that I hadn't heard anything about this Jouppi case in a while.
No, I'm going to put you on hold and check on that for you.
Thank you.
1 second. Yep, I just checked on that, and what's happening is the trial's going to be in Pine County, but there will be a pre-trial here before that.
Okay.
In October, but it sounds like it's going to be in Pine County.
Okay. Well, according to the newspaper, it seemed awful strange that it would be changed, so I was kind of wondering why. So is the same Judge DeSanto going to be presiding over it then?
As of right, well, for the pre-trial.
Okay.
Yes, but not for the actual trial. That'll be in Pine County, and we don't have any information on that yet.
Okay, so if I called over to Pine County, I could probably find that out then.
Yes, I'm not sure if they'll have that information yet, but they would probably, if they do have it, they would know who would be the judge.
Okay.
Right now, what I see is there's a pre-trial that will be held here.
Okay.
Looks like October 4th, but then it will, from what I've been told, it should go to Pine County then.
Okay. Well, I just think it's kind of strange. Today's the 23rd of May, and like I said, it was in all the papers that they wanted to change the venue. So, it seems strange they wouldn't have an update on that.
Yeah.
But I guess since that Minneapolis SWAT officer got charged with felony assault or convicted of it, I suppose they want to keep it kind of low key.
Yeah. I don't know the reasoning there, but.
Right.
Yeah, that's the information I have.
Okay. Well, I think there's plenty of public information now. They want to get it out of Duluth for more than one reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have the actual police report, and it says that Officer Jouppi supposedly submitted the data for the beating that he gave Anthony Jackson into evidence, but when the police checked for it, they couldn't find it. And that wasn't in the newspaper.
Yeah.
Plus, it's also part of the policy code of conduct of the Duluth police. If some officer intentionally injures someone, then they're going to be charged with gross misdemeanor misconduct to a public official. And Jouppi's only charged with a couple of misdemeanors. In fact,
I don't have any knowledge of that.
Well, I understand that.
Right.
I understand that. But I mean, it's all public information, And in fact, I contacted the county attorney myself and informed him of these facts, and he said he wrote it down, but it's kind of like one of those things where they write it on a piece of scrap paper and throw it away afterwards. So that's why I kind of figured that's why they'd want to shift it out of there before all the dirt starts flying. But anyhow, I appreciate your help and your information. Thank you. You're very helpful.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, bye now.
Administration?
Hi, how are you doing today?
Just fine.
Well, that's good. Say, I was just speaking to the Duluth court, and they informed me that a case has been transferred or will be transferred over to your court for the Richard Thomas Jouppi case, and it's 69 DU CR 123443. And I was just wondering if you knew who the judge was going to be assigned to the case.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. What kind of case is it supposed to be?
It's a criminal case. I mean, it made all the papers. It made the national news. This Duluth police officer beat this guy in the detox center in Duluth.
Okay.
So anyhow, it's the case is being transferred over to your county, I guess. I just spoke to them, and they said it's supposed to be transferred to Pine County because the case.
And you're wondering if there's a judge that's assigned to it?
Correct.
Let me check. Just a moment, please.
Thank you.
Thanks for holding.
Yes.
It's our understanding that they're not actually changing the venue of the case here at all.
Okay. So, he misinformed me, or what?
Pardon?
He missed the court staff over there misinformed me then?
It's our understanding that the hearings are going to be heard here, but we will not actually have venue of that case.
Okay, it's going to be
They
physical.
will be using our facilities, but they will not be. The venue is not being transferred here.
Okay. So in other words, John E. DeSanto, the judicial officer, will still be the judge then?
To my understanding, they will still have whatever judge they've assigned to it.
Okay. I mean, that seems kind of odd to me, that they just
They
changed.
do, we do that all the time.
Okay. Well,
So they will use our facilities, but it's our understanding that it will not be transferred here. I mean, it'll be heard here, but the venue will not be transferred here. The venue will still stay there.
okay, okay. So one of those confusing things to the layperson, so.
Yeah. Yes, it happens quite often, actually. But yeah, they're going to keep the venue, but they're going to use our facilities for the hearings.
Okay, so it's a change of venue, but not a change of venue, so.
It's not a change of venue.
Okay, but the thing I'm looking at on the court record here, it says order change of venue. So, I mean, that's the confusing part to me. So they're just changing the physical location, not the venue.
That is our understanding, correct.
Okay. Well, that makes it a little more clear then.
Yeah. I mean, the last we heard, that is our understanding. If they've changed something, we're not aware of that. But the last that we heard is that, yeah, they're just going to use our facilities here.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you trying to help me understand that. So. Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Yep, you're welcome. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Court administration.
Hi. I just called a little while ago. I can barely hear you again. Are you on a speakerphone or something?
Nope, I'm on my regular phone. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, anyhow, I called over to Pine County. I was asking about the Richard Jouppi case. You remember?
Okay. Yep.
Anyhow, I called over there, and they said that the court is just being physically moved over there instead of a real change of venue.
Okay. So it will be Judge DeSanto.
From my understanding, they said they weren't sure. They said that's the last they had heard of it.
Okay.
So anyhow, well, I forgot to ask them, does that mean that in those situations, is the jury selected, will that be a jury from St. Louis County and Duluth and then transferred to Pine County then? Or will they select the jury in Pine County?
I would think they would select it from Pine County, but I can check with that
Okay, I appreciate that.
right now. I'm going to transfer you to his clerk because she would probably know more than I would.
Okay,
Just 1 second.
thank you. Richard Jouppi case, I understand that there was a change of venue issued on 5/10/2013, and that supposedly the case is going to be heard in Pine County, but it's not an actual change of venue, just the physical court's being moved over there. Because I spoke to Pine County, and that's what they told me. Because I was trying to figure out if the same judge was going to be on the case. But then I forgot to ask them if the jury would be selected from there or would be...
Jury would be selected from Pine County.
Okay, that's what I was kind of confused about then.
Can I ask who's calling?
Well, actually, my name is Terry Nemmers.
Okay.
You want my phone number?
Nope, that's fine. Are you a reporter or are you just curious?
Well, I've spoken to the county attorney about this matter, you know. In fact, my YouTube made it into the newspaper because I put some things on my YouTube that none of the newspapers are putting out there. Like Richard Jouppi claimed to have submitted the DVD of the beating of Anthony Jackson into the police evidence when the police went to see if it was there. They couldn't find it. Plus, according to the Duluth Code of Conduct, anyone charged or anyone assaulting someone from the public would be charged with a gross misdemeanor, and he's only being charged with 2 misdemeanors. So I was explaining that to the county attorney, and he said your county attorney from St. Louis County, and he said he was writing it down, but you know, I got the impression it was one of those things he'd write on a scrap of paper and throw away. You know, which I was thinking kind of. I understand that. That's my interpretation of it from the facts.
Do you have any other questions?
Well, you know, I thought it was kind of strange that, according to the newspapers, that it would be odd for a change of venue to occur to start with. You know.
I can't comment to any of that either.
Well, I understand that,
Your
but
questions, I can try and help you with those, but
right.
again, we're not attorneys, we're just the keeper of the files.
Oh, I understand that. But I just thought it was strange that I'd have to call from your office to Pine County and then call back just to find out what actually was happening. You know.
Well, I believe you called and talked to my coworker who said there was a pretrial schedule.
Well, I understand that. But see, the thing is, I got more detailed information from over in Pine County because...
We can just give you what it is, procedure-wise, what's happening.
I understand that.
Okay.
I understand that. But, after I talked to him, I'm not saying that it was intentional, but I'm just saying that it seems strange that I'd have to call there, then call back just to get the whole story. You see what I'm saying?
I don't understand the whole story.
What's that?
What do you mean the whole story?
Well, find out what actually is going on. I mean, because I found out other information over there that I didn't find from your office. So, I'm not going to nitpick this. I mean, I'm just stating what happened. So.
All right. Is there any other questions you have?
No, that should be fine. Thank you for your time.
No problem.
Yep, I know.